Welcome to Caribbean Insight. We have an explosion of Caribbean videos lined up for you. Tonight, you'll be experiencing international artists displaying the cultural rhythms of soca, calypso, reggae, dancehall, and salsa. So relax, and let's take a ride down the Caribbean.
Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, Caribbean inside, please check Caribbean inside.
I am Ras Shorty-Eye. I am a scientist, a musical scientist. I invented soca so that Caribbean people could have something to identify with wherever they go, any part of the world. Listen, you are viewing Caribbean Insight.
This is why we don't have good mathematicians, because we don't talk to children properly. We never call anything by its right name. So we don't have good mathematicians because of our improper toilet training. You see, you tell a child, you want to do number 1, or number 2, or number 3. That time by the tell him, child, you 1 zing, 2 zing, and you 3 zing. Next thing you tell him, point when you want it 2-2. So you think we gone metric now, 0.22. So we have children 22 into the nearest decimal point. So that's how come we don't have good mathematicians. Now we have about 10 million houses in Trinidad to climb through. He chose my house to climb through. And he chose the narrowest window in the house, the one over the toilet bowl. You know the narrow window? My own so narrow, you can't post an envelope in it. He climbing through there. Police hold him. He tell the police he went there to shelter rain. Well, when I hear him say that, I tell the police, let him go, let him go. He have imagination. He could be in theater. You know, he's an ambitious fellow. He have imagination, let him go. The police tell me they're going to let him go on my charge, but they're going to hold him on the 10 other charges they have against him, because they know him, he's a regular thief. He's what you call a recycled thief. You know, in Trinidad, we have what you call environmental thieves. We recycle them, we send them in, they come out, we send them in, they come out, we send them in, they come out, we send them in, they come out. Then they become politicians. So don't let anybody tell you that we're not studying environmental control and so on. It's happening right here. So when I see that happen, I say, look, let me call the landlord and tell him, please, put a little piece of ispat steel over the window, like a burglar-proof in business, so no more thief could climb through my window. He tell me, oh, he's so happy I called him, because he planned to raise the rent anyway, and he's looking for me for a long time. So at that point, I said, that man have blight. He said, left him alone and go and look for my own house. Well, you ever look for a house in Trinidad? Hey, man, since the boom crash business come, Trinidad didn't tell anybody, you want house? Man, house is the easiest thing to get. House giving away. They let me have house like bush. They mean in bush, you know. They show me some house, even Tarzan and Cheetah wouldn't go and live in it. Say, boy, if you want a house, go to the bank. The bank have something called a bank list. They say endless house. You could pick anything you want. I gone. Hey boys, like the bank have 2 lists. One for me and one for the other fellow who tell me they have good lists. Because the house the bank show me is better to raffle it rather than sell it. They bring me and show me a house on top of a hill. Let me see the house. No window, no door, no roof, no flooring. Japanese hung up like Christmas decoration around the roof. And a big mango tree growing right in the drawing room. So they tell me if I closed my eye, I could see myself in it. I tell him every time I close my eye, I only seen agriculture. So I say, listen, forget that bankless business there. Let me go and check the papers. When they see them real estate agent in Trinidad, they should jail them. They should jail them for misleading advertising. You ever read the ads you have in Trinidad paper? Beautiful split-level house. Half is split in Port of Spain, next split in San Fernando. Lovely executive home. Built-in cupboards, built-in living room, built-in drawing room, built in a swamp. Same house 2 months later. Sunken living room, sunken dining room. I tell you, I don't know what to do. Next ad, lovely townhouse in the country. You know? Next one, modern architect designed home for gracious living. 2.5 bathrooms. If you see the half, only tank, no bowl. I don't understand. Next one say home ideal bungalow for architect, artistic type, quiet neighborhood, right next to La Perouse Cemetery. Let's try again. Beautiful executive house in friendly neighborhood. I go on, a real friendly neighborhood. All the houses lean up on each other so. If you move one house, all fall down. They tell me it's a friendly neighborhood. Next thing, they tell me Tobago have a house of assembly, assembling houses up there. So I say, left them alone with that and not going up in Tobago and look for no assembled house. I see they go on Guyana now and tell me, well, lovely Guyanese wooden home, you wouldn't believe. 15 months in custom, well preserved. So I say, I'm done with that. A friend say, listen boy, a man like you, an artist like you, can't live in anybody's house. You need a house like you. You know, a house that is you. I say, how to do that? He say, build your own house, boy, don't live in other people's house, build your own house. He tell me, you know, a nice piece of land where I could build a house. He tell me it's a lovely, gently sloping piece of land. He bring me and see the gently sloping piece of land. I never see a piece of land steep so in my life. You have to tie it with rope, and everybody sliding down the hill. So I say, I'm done with that. He say, you know what you need, boy? It's beachfront property. I say, no beachfront property. I don't want to live on the beach. You see, when you live on the beach, all your friends will come and change their clothes by you. You know? Stand in your house all day, opening your fridge, drinking everything you have inside, and say, you don't like that brand, bring the next brand. I like beachfront property where I could see the beach, but on top of a hill, so nobody could climb up there. You had to really want to see me to come up there. So he tell me, you know, the ideal place for me. He bring me, boy, on top of a lovely hill. You can see a beautiful home. Lovely. I say, but where the beach? He gave me a telescope. He said, well, if you look good so, you just might see Tobago. Now, I know the reason why most governments fail in the Caribbean, not only in Trinidad, but throughout the whole Caribbean, is because of potholes. Potholes. Now, I could tell them that, but they wouldn't ask me. They're going to have Sarah Pole, Nunes Pole, Patrick Emmanuel Pole, TNTech have Pole, and St. Vincent de Pole, all of them. But they wouldn't ask me. But I could tell them, if they'd asked me, NAR would still be in power. Why governments fail from Jamaica right down? Because of potholes. Think about it. When TNTech take your lights and it's gone, you cost for about 3 days. When lights come back, you forget about TNTech, you're happy, light shining. When water go into your water, you cuss them, you make noise, you ring up people, you demonstrate, you get back your water, you forget about water. When BB lost your suitcase and they go all kind of Africa and Argentina and places you've never been in your life, your suitcase gone there, you cuss BB, you make noise, when your suitcase come back, you open it, nice little presents, and then you forget about BB. But you see, pothole don't go away. They're there every day and twice on Sunday, they're right there. Just think about it. We have special kind of potholes in Trinidad. You have what you call the cascade potholes. Respectable, dignified potholes. Same size, same shape, same depth, every day, every night. Cascade pothole, you could bank on it. You can draw a map for tourists. This is a Cascade pothole. Drive left, drive right, Cascade pothole. Then in San Fernando, they have potholes that have an echo. Say hello, yeah, hello, 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 hello. It have little pothole inside them. In Guapo, they have pothole. You know how many Wasa trucks missing last seen going to pothole in Guapo? Guapo have pothole, you go down and put on your lights to see where you're going. They call the family in action potholes. You see, mama pothole, papa pothole, a little set of potholes behind it. So I expect to see any moment now a sign saying, be careful, danger, potholes crossing. Then of course you have what they call the horticultural potholes. You know, tourist attraction, they put trees in them. You ever drive through Trinidad and see a big tree in the middle of a pothole, or a steel band pan, or a dustbin, or a truck or something inside it? Horticultural. Then you have potholes, we call the orphan potholes. They don't belong to nobody. Wasa don't want them, TNTech don't want them, TTS, nobody want them. Them is orphan potholes. Then you have what you call government-approved potholes. They have white circles drawn around them. You know, they have potholes so deep. You know, when you go there, you don't go boop, they go splash. But the worst potholes in the whole of Trinidad and Tobago are Diego Martin potholes. St. Lucian Road, a pothole, hide in the bush and jump out when you're passing. They're never in the same place. You pass in the morning over here, in the evening they're over here. Sometimes they're not there at all. They hide in the bushes. We will get in the passing on the jump out. So you see what I mean? Potholes are a very serious situation. But I will leave you with this thought, a little story. You have to learn to take care of your own. You cannot depend on the government for everything. You know, sometimes we got to create our own situations to fix our potholes. The government can't fix it, you fix it, find a way. So I tell this little story. 3 fellas were drinking in a bar. An Englishman, a Scotsman, and a Trinidadian. As they go to the bar, a big truck pass, boop, kill all 3 of them. So they're going up to heaven now. Boy, it was a busy night in heaven. You can see people. St. Peter scratching the head, he vexed. Overtime, people for soak. Place crowded, dead people from India, from England, America, all about the place crowded, busy man, heaven busy that night. 3 fellas reach up shaking the door. We welcome in. St. Peter say, what happened? They say, we dead, we reach. He said, not tonight. You see them inside there, I had to fix them up first. All they ain't going inside there tonight. They say, but you can't put us out, we dead. I'll go tell God, but you know, I'll go tell God. Let us in. St. Peter get vexed. Say, listen, I'll make a deal with all you. Huh? If each of you pay me $100, all you could go back down to earth and live for another 20 years. Next thing, boom, bam! 2 of them turn up in the bar with the same barman, the Englishman and the Scotsman. So the barman said, well, what happened? I thought you all just get killed and all you're dead. They say, yes, man, we're dead and we go up there, but St. Peter make a deal with us. He tells us we could come back down, we pay $100. Englishman said, well, I pay my 100 and here I am. Scotsman said, well, boy, I argue, you know, I beat him down. I come back for $50. The barman said, but where is the Trinidadian? They say, he's still arguing, he's waiting on the government to pay for him. We talk about life, and I guess when you listen to us talk on the stage, you're listening to yourself and thinking about it. Because people say, what are stories? Where do stories come from? Stories come from you. That's where we get them, you know. This is what storytelling and the oral tradition is all about. Communication. Understanding each other. I mean, women have a problem, yes, but sometimes part of the problem is the fact that some women would not admit they have a problem. You know, I met a, you know, they have this thing they call battered women, right? Is a problem. But to solve that problem, you have to admit that you have the problem. I met a girl the other day, had a big cut on top of her head right here. I asked her what happened. She told me she bites herself. So I said, but how come you bite yourself quite on top there? She tell me she stand up on a chair. So you see, our problem in the Caribbean is really one of communication, of understanding. And we have to know how to walk around the society and use our eyes and our ears to understand the society, and therefore we can make it go forward. A couple months ago, I went downtown, Frederick Street. I see a fella begging with one hand out like that. When I passed back in the evening, I see him begging with two hands out. I say, what happened, boy? He said, business good, I opened a branch. So you understand that people are thinking, and it's the imagery of the society. That's where you have to look to see where the society is going. This thing about the hands, always using our hands. We people love to talk with our hands. If you want to hush up a Trinidadian, don't tie him or tie your hand and he can't talk. And that comes from our history, You see, in the old days, when we used to be in Africa, we had spears to throw, bush to jump over, lion to fight, tiger to wrestle, pyramids to build. We had all kind of things. They pick us up and they drop us in the West Indies, braps. No lion, no tiger, no spear, but we have all the action still. So when you see us talking, you understand this culture going on. And this is why the CARICOM's heads of government people cannot solve any problems, because they sit down there in their nice suits and their hand going like this. You have to be able to do this kind of thing to solve problems. And you also have to be able to understand it, because we have a way of doing our hands that we understand when we say so and so, what it means. It means something, you know, things short, small, little bit, ting, ting, ling, ling. We do all the thing, right? But sometimes it may not always be the way it appears, you know. Friends, a little story. Two Trinidadians went to Rome to see the Pope. Well, you know, the present Pope they have in Rome is a saga boy Pope. He never home. Always traveling. So when they reach to Rome now, the Pope not there, they get vexed. They say, what, we come all the way to Rome to see the Pope and the Pope not there? This is nonsense. They say, we're not going back till we see the Pope. We're staying right here. So they sit down there, man, waiting for the Pope. So while they sit down there, they look around and say, but this place has plenty of space, man. St. Peter's, look how much space this man wasting up here. It's a real waste. You know, if it's Trinidad, we done throw a fet already. The fella say, good idea, man, nobody here, let's do it. So in no time at all, they had music blasting, fet going, and barbecue chicken, barbecuing, man, party swinging, St. Peter's swinging. If you see, man, Rome in a mess. And then fellas selling barbecue chicken. In the middle of all this now, they see the Pope coming back. Well, but all man run. And one partner jump in the bush and hide. But the man with the chicken say, me ain't going nowhere. Where my chicken is, I is. And he stand up there turning chicken, boy. He turning chicken. And the one in the bush peeping. And he sees the Pope comes up to his partner. The Pope does this, he looks at him, he speaks to him. He does this, he does this, does this, and he does this. And he goes. So the fella come out, he say, but man, you are a great fella. You leave Trinidad, come quite to Rome, throw fet in the man place, cook barbecue chicken, and the Pope bless you. The fella say, bless. You know what the Pope say? The Pope say, you and your chicken and your friend in the bush, get the hell out of here. So you see, it's not always the hand mean what it really looked like in meaning, right? So the best way to tell stories, you know, you walk around your society with your eyes open, you can tell stories. I mean, the biggest thing in Trinidad today is bandits. I mean, this society gets very nervous. This is why it's so nice to see you in a talk tent. We have therapy, government should support us, give us a grant. Yeah, this is what government should do. Because this is what keeps the society together. You could come here tonight and forget the bandits. But when you step outside, you have to worry about the bandits. So you're safe inside here with us. So stay till tomorrow. We have show. You know, people are nervous. I mean, one of the most popular exercises in the gym now is this, you know. Practicing to look over your shoulder when you reach home. Look under the bed, you know. It's a serious thing, you know. People are very nervous with the bandits. Especially if you come in. I mean, you know, it have people that leave out money every night in case a bandit come. Because they say the bandit just get vexed if he ain't see no money. So this is bandit money every night. This is for the bandit. Leave one earring here, you know, and put somebody back there. He might go out while he's taking it, he might go out. You know, sometimes stock up the fridge with nice things in case the bandit hungry and he come. He wouldn't get vexed and start shooting people. You understand what's really going on? These people beginning to control us, and we got to take back the society from them. Yeah? I mean, look at Piarco. I mean, this thing, the bandit business in Piarco is a serious business. I went to Piarco the other day and I asked a taxi driver, how much from Piarco to Port of Spain? He told me $125 without bandits. It used to be with VAT, now it's without bandits. You know, people are very nervous, and this is why we need shows like this. I mean, just last week in San Fernando, a bandit stick up a fast food place. Chinese fella called Ayong. Not Paul Ayong, just Ayong. Stick him up. The fella's so nervous, fast food, he's nervous. Bandit say, hand over all your money. He said, to take away? So you understand? It's a serious business going on. So the bandit situation have us in this sort of uptight mood, and you can walk around and study where people react, the things they are forced to do to change their lifestyle, their life pattern. You go home, you got to know how to open your gate, how to get out your car. You know, all these things are changing the lifestyles in Trinidad. And these are the things we have to talk about. Bring it out in the open, you know, and maybe that way we can help solve the problems. But that's what the society is all about, looking at what's happening around you. Take, for instance, this thing, even going to church is a problem because half the bandits outside in church on a Sunday morning, you know. Man, they are some of the biggest old thief I ever see in church on Sunday. We have something in this country that we do everything wrong, and first thing they do, run to church on Sunday and start taking up collection. Even see fellas take up collection, the biggest crooks in town, you know. You know, everybody's saying, God, we repent. We repent. From tomorrow morning, we're not sinning no more. Or we're not giving back what we take, you know. You have to give back. To repent, you have to be sorry. Being sorry means you got to correct. You can't go to church and expect God to forgive you. This is why I go to church every other Sunday. Because I know one day God bound to throw down the church and I don't want to be there. Because God don't care. He just kill everybody one time and sort out everything in heaven. I don't want to be there when he do that. You know, this thing is very serious. Then, you know, even the way we look around at ourselves, we look at things like cricket. Yeah? West Indians love cricket, but they don't like to lose. We always like to win. You know what I mean? When West Indies doing well, everybody happy, man. Noise, tweeter, squeater, everything open up. You could see all inside everybody's house. West Indies doing well. The boys doing well. But from the time you hear West Indies start to lose, boy, when they're winning, everything nice, yeah? Radio on, TV on. Listening to radio, watching TV. Everything nice. But from the time you hear we start to lose, the next story. Men face getting long, long, long. Walking around the room talking to themselves like they're mad. You know? Some of them go, they put on the radio, listen to school, they put it off, they walk wrong again. They come back, wicked fall, no, they put it on again, put it off. It's madness. Some of them say, not listening, no more radio. Turn off the radio. Then they go in by the window listening to the neighbor radio. Can't take licks. Some just start to talk to the radio. God, oh, they could get on so. They should drop Lloyd. Lloyd not even playing, drop Lloyd. But as West Indians, we get accustomed to this kind of heart attack way West Indies they deal with us. That team is a heart attack team. Talk about bypass and triple bypass. In the next 10 years, we're going to have more heart attack in the West Indies and any other kind of illness through that West Indies cricket team. Them fellas, I don't know what's going on. Especially in hooper batting. When you see in hooper batting, it's a problem. It's a serious situation. You know? So it is the way we look at this society. And coming back to the church again, you know, this thing about understanding the church. you know, and the way we look at things and so on. Fella come out the other day, you know. Well, you know, we have something now in this country called portable toilets. It's really portable potties, but they call it portable toilets. And this is where we have a problem because all look like low-cost housing. So when we go to a fete and you look behind the fete, always this row of low-cost housing, and some fellas believe it's housing and shoot. When they go inside, they don't want to come out at all. They take up residence. It's a real problem. And this is what I try to understand about the problem between women and men. When a woman says, I want to go to the bathroom, it's never one woman that's going, no. And I want to say, me too, then me too, me too, me too. They can't go in once. I don't understand why they cannot go in once. So in a fete, no, imagine a woman say, I want to go to the bathroom. Oh, all the way. 3,000 women all going at the same time. So the poor men now cannot get into the toilet. Women there, they guarding you, you can't come in here. I said, but it marked male, she didn't care what it marked. You can't go in there, but. And if you go by the female toilet, you can't go in there, they're worse. So the poor men now have to go by the fence. Fella go by the fence, doing the thing. Policeman say, don't you know that's against the law? He say against the law, this is against the fence. Some real serious things going on, you know? So this thing of the way we look at the society. Then take, for instance, going to the beach. A simple thing like going to the beach, even that could be a problem in Trinidad. It have some fellas in this country never like to wear bathing suit to go to the beach. Always saying, well, boy, you know, I'm not going to bathe, they're not coming, but for the lime. You know them? Always have a few like that. Let's go to the beach. Bring your bathing suit. Nah, boy, I don't want to bathe, you understand? I'm going to come for the lime. I have a partner like that. Ask him, come, let's go to the beach. Nah. Can't go to the beach at all, man. I go just for the lime. I don't want to swim. I'm going to look at look on. When we get to the beach now, everything nice. Water sweet. Sky is blue. Clouds white. Everybody enjoying yourself. He now want to swim. No bathing suit. Well, lend me underpants now. I see my expensive New York underpants in salt water. No way. Now, I have a nasty little khaki pants as keep in the back of the car to polish the car. Now, most West Indian men have clothes in the back of the car to polish the car. They don't believe in buying them yellow chamois cloth and so on. They have panty, bra, old nightie, old underpants, socks. They don't throw away nothing. So women, if you find one or two panties in your husband's car, there's nothing going on. The only car to shine the car, that's all it's there for. So I have this little nasty khaki pants I keep in the back of the car to shine the car. How about 15 different color polish, look like a tie-dye. I tell him, if you don't mind putting on that, you could swim. He said, no problem. He put it on, an expensive New York belt, but 200 US for it, and he bucked it up, and he jumped in the water. Make a big brown circle immediately. And you know, fellas like that don't swim near the shore. Oh no, not he, in my old pants, out in the ocean, man. Where jaws don't go, hey man, backstroke, side stroke, swing stroke, ever see stroke. Well, you know khaki pants already. When it on the shore, it weighed about 2 pounds. But by the time the salt water hit it, it's 14 pounds. He started dragging on your body, help. You think I going out there to save he and a nasty khaki pants? I tell him, drop the pants, it's mine, drop it. He dropped the pants, him showing the belt alone, he wouldn't drop the belt. Embarrassed us, have to run a towel, all kind of thing, take him out of the water. All because he wouldn't go to the beach in a bathing suit. So we have to learn to condomize. But a lot of people don't know what a condom is, and they wouldn't ask, they're too embarrassed. So we have a problem educating. I met a girl the other day tell me she thought a condom was a small condominium. And now she buys shares in one. But she is not too bright because that same girl told me she thought the ozone layer was a foul. So you see, the problem we have in communicating, even with children, we don't like to talk about, Deborah talk about the signals we send to children, is a true thing. Because sometimes we take our children for granted and feel that children can't understand. We got to give them all this sort of fancy, roundabout way of getting messages when we can really sit down and talk to the children man to man. Some of them very well understand, right? This little boy doing his homework one night and he's writing there and then suddenly says, Daddy, how was I born? The father panics immediately. He said, the stork brought you. Little boy right down, stork brought, well. 2 minutes later, Daddy, how was Grandpa born? The stork brought him too. Little boy right down again, boy writing. 3 minutes later, Daddy, how was Great-Grandpa born? Listen, son, the stork brought all of them. Little boy right down, close the book, go on to bed. So father says, I wonder why he asked me all those questions. Then he goes to the child's book, opens it, and there the child has written, there has been no sexual intercourse in our family for 3 generations. So you see, sometimes the children can understand and we have to deal with them at that level. But as I was telling you, you know, we are a confused nation because half of Trinidad don't know who it is and the next half want to be somebody else. So we have all this problem. If you look at the TV, a long story, I can't tell you what in another night. But we have this problem of who we are. Carnival mentality. We are people going in so many different directions at the same time, we're confused. And you know, it's not a problem. Trinidad is like basically like an airport. You know, you have refugee coming, refugee going. You have African departure day, Indian arrival day, the whole place. It's like a big airport. Somebody always going somewhere, wanting to go or just coming from, you know. So we're confused. So we can never get a Trinidadian or a politician here to give you a straight answer. They always, You know this kind of answer where you don't know whether it's yes or no? Well, I'll tell you a little story of why that is. You see, a long time ago, hell was empty. Few people in hell. 1 or 2 politicians, some insurance agents, some real estate people, you know what I mean? Hell, you know, the good fellas are in heaven. Storytellers, comedians, comics. Heaven was nice, the place was swinging. If you see fat in heaven, all the nice people up there, you know. So the devil down there vexed. He said, but what's happening? You know, nobody down here, that party up there nice. So he decided he would make a raid, get some people for hell. So he dressed up boy, big wings, looking real smart. And he head for heaven, get up there, and he hide. And the devil hand bigger. And as the people pass, he do whoom, he get 10,000 in this hand. He so whoom, he get 10,000 in that hand. Do whoom, 10,000 in the tail. He so whoom, 10,000 in the mouth. And he had him there. And he head back down for hell. Going down. But it so happened he had to pass over Trinidad. And you know how Trinidadians pass already. See the man with all these people flying past, stop. But hey, devil, what's going on? What are you doing all them people in your hand? Stupid devil saying, well, you see, I'm going down here now. You open him out, 10,000 fly out. He got to grab them, he let go this 10,000, them gone. He got to grab this, he let go that 10,000. So all he end up with is a 10,000 in the tail. Get down to hell now, he vex. He lose all these people. So he said, you got to make one more try. So about 3 weeks later, was Independence Day in heaven. And big party, people come out like smoke. And the devil gone up again, man. Hide in the bush. Do ram 10,000. Ram 10,000. Ram 10,000. Ram 10,000. And he load up. And he coming down, man. He coming down. Have to pass over Trinidad again. Same fellas. But devil is usually the same fella I see passing about a month ago with all them people. But this time, the devil was smarter. He didn't say yes. He didn't say no. He just said, CARICOM governments are not helping with this kind of language they're giving the public, saying things like disposable income, money to throw away. You know? Things like negative growth. Now, what is negative growth? Is that the carnival costumes getting smaller and smaller, covering less and less, showing more and more. You know? And we have trickle-down economy. Everybody looking up to see when money go fall from heaven. But the man in the street don't take on that. He deals with the stress and strain in his own way. Fella going to the shoemaker, ask the shoemaker how much for a heel. Shoemaker tell him $5. He say how much for a whole sole. Shoemaker tell him $30. He say okay, put heel right through. You know, people are dealing. You know, all where you go, the stress and strain, you hear people dealing, you know. Other man went to Maracas, have a little boat there, renting the tourists. Tourists ask him, well, how much to rent your boat? He tell the tourist, $50 US. The tourist say, $50 US? The fella say, yes, Jesus walked on these waters, you know. Tourist say, no wonder he had to walk, it's too damn expensive. Dealing with the economy. But if you want to know about the economy, it's to go down Charlotte Street. It's them Syrians who know business, know about economy. I have a friend of mine, Charlotte Street businessman. Boy, he used to be the duncest man I know. But he doing well on Charlotte Street. I say, boy, how you doing so well and a man like you in school was so dunce? He say, boy, if it's one thing I learned in school, it's percent. I master percent too bad. He say, boy, I buy at 100, sell at 200, and make my little 10%. So you see people dealing with the economy. Playway, we have playway, but we must talk about playway, because playway is now part of the society. Everybody dreaming. That's why I say playway is good for crime. Because if everybody home dreaming, they have no time to go out and commit crime. A girl tell me, she say, Paul Keynes, this is it. I'm making playway my life thing. It have money. She said, I'm becoming a professional dream consultant. She tell me she buy a brand new Simmons bed, a new nightie negligee, a big bottle of sleeping tablets, and a notebook to take down dreams. And she gone to bed and she say, boy, I go on and dream. She say, I dream fast, fast, I sleep fast, fast, fast. I want to make as many dreams as possible. She say, boy, I sleep so fast, I get tired. I have to get up, take a rest, and go back to sleep. So you see the kind of thing, dealing with the economy. Playway. Tell me how she dreamed she was eating a marshmallow. When she get up, she can't find she pillow. You're hearing all kind of things. But the stress and strain, the changes in the society. You know, in the old days, we were trained, you always go to church. Drunk or sober, go to church. So some fellas, from the fete, they promise their dead mother they'll all go to church, so they go straight to the church. Fella going in the Catholic church now, after a big fete, belly hurting him, can't find no portable toilet. See this thing in the back that looked like a portable toilet, which was the confessional. Go on inside and kneel down. Father says, what can I do for you, my son? He said, you have any paper on your side? None over here. You know, all these things affecting our behavior. And of course, you know, the politicians and so on, all getting into the religious thing. Because all over the Caribbean, we have this thing called interfaith service. After they fight each other, beat up each other, union, cuss each other, and have all kind of strike and demonstration, they sign treaty, and everybody going to have interfaith service, try to mama guy God. All rush and pray one time, every fool God, every God hit him, bam, one time. You can't kill all of them, you have to make a choice, you go confuse him. And we have Hindu, Muslim, Chinese language, then you have St. Jude, St. Patrick, St. John, you have charismatic, you have Obia, you have Shango, you have all kind of religion in Trinidad. So we send up rainbow prayers going up to heaven. So God kind of confused, he take any time. He coming, you know. Don't think God stupid, God coming. But in Trinidad, he just take any time. He can't make up his mind who to kill first, that is all. So they decide to have interfaith thing to mama guy God. So they tell me, oh, God's so stupid. Make a big mango tree and put a little mango on it. And make a little vine and put a big watermelon. Oh, God's stupid. As he do so, a mango fall on his head, boop. He said, thank God, even watermelon are dead. So you see, God is not as stupid as he looks. Take the women. Women are fighting back. You know, women are fighting back, taking a rightful place. And a lot of West Indian men cannot deal with the West Indian woman, the new woman, you know, have problems dealing with this new woman. Some of the women cannot deal with the new woman. You know, endless problems. Tell her how big argument with the wife. She look at him. She say, you see you? You're not going to see me for 2 weeks. And she cuff him in both eyes. You know? So, you know, you hear all these stories. You hear all these stories, you know, showing where the women are really taking a rightful place. This husband come home. Wife look at him, she say, darling, look, the light flickering, something wrong with the light, fix it now. He said, woman, what you take me for? An electrician? And he gone. Next day he come home, water overflowing, sink stop up. She said, darling, oh God, look, the water overflowing, the carpet getting wet, fix it now. He said, woman, what you take me for? A plumber? And he gone. Next day he come home, everything working, man, light shining, water flowing, house looking clean. He said, what happened? She said, Georgie pass. He said, Georgie pass? She said, yes. And what happened? She said, well, he fixed everything. So he said, well, how much you pay him? She said, well, he tell me I either make love with him or bake a cake for him. So he said, what kind of cake you bake? She said, why you take me for a baker? So the stories continue. The stress and strain producing the stories as the ordinary man and woman tries to grapple with this new society. But you see, I have a theory about why we have so many problems today, which I will share with you tonight. You see, I believe the problems we have with big people today is because of how we train and brought up our children from babyhood. I mean, think about it. In the old days, when you had a baby, nobody used to go to hospital. You had the baby at home. Was the stork and the midwife or BWIA used to bring the baby. Depending on what you tell your child, was BWIA or the stork or the midwife. So the father always knew which child was his. There's only one child in the house born, it must be his. Nowadays they're sending all the children, all the parents have to go to have the baby in hospital. So they have mass babies coming out there now. So the poor husband come next day after the delivery, looking for his baby, can't find it. Send him to a room with all these babies lie down in a row. And hear him now, which baby is mine? Never ask which baby is yours. You're supposed to know your own child. Give the baby an inferiority complex right away. And you get all kind of strange people growing up now looking around, not sure who they are. Because your father went and said, which baby is mine? You're supposed to know your own child. Because while you're looking at the child looking back at you, saying, that is my father. Or you send me back where I come out right now, that is my father. Because babies are very intelligent, you know. Babies come from God. So they just have a little distance from God when they're born. Then they grow away from God trying to get back, you understand? So a baby is very intelligent. So don't think they don't understand anything because they're looking so dotish lie down there. A fellow tell me he, as a baby, when he was 6 months old, he could have read the whole encyclopedia. But nobody knew because he couldn't talk. So understand this thing about bringing up babies. Then never let people come and kiss your baby. That's a no, 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 no. You know people that they come and spit this kind of wet kiss. What a lovely baby that they call in dog. Endless blight. They blight the children for life. All kind of funny people, meet them in committee meetings, PTA, all them kind of place. You meet blight babies. Because somebody blight them with some kind of wet kiss, spreading germs all over the children. Let them kiss the hands out and put it on the baby head. No blight. Now, when the baby begins to bawl at night, never say, hush, daddy is here. I mean, who else supposed to be there at that hour of the night? So you get all these people going up to join the CIA, FBI, all them kind of suspicious detective and thing. It's them who father asks, hush, daddy is here. Always say, hush your bloody mouth. You know, talk to the child, you know. Because we don't like to speak to children correctly in the Caribbean. We like to disguise all these things. And this is why we don't have good mathematicians. You know that? You know why we don't have good mathematicians in the Caribbean? Because most Caribbean mathematicians associate maths with toilet training. You know? Think about it. Tell the baby you're the baby doing number 1. Baby doing number 2. Baby doing number 3. Then they think that's not bad enough. They say the baby 1-zing, 2-zing, 3-zing. Then tell the baby point when you want the 2-2. Baby think we got metric now, 0.22. So you have babies 2 to the nearest decimal point. So that is why we don't have good mathematicians. Call everything by its correct name. Now when the baby begins to bawl, do not make the mistake of picking it up. The baby's only testing you out. Now babies have different kind of balls. They have wet ball, dry ball, morning ball, evening ball, and a general bad mind ball. You know them? There's ball, then stop to hear if you're coming. Then so they hear you coming, they start up again. Never pick them up. Let the baby ball till it begins to change color. If it's a white baby, go from white to pink to purple to black. If it's a black baby, go from black to purple to pink to white. Always pick it up before you change the last color. Otherwise, you end up with a baby you do not want. Right. Now, having picked up the baby, forget all this rockabye baby business. We're blighting our children. Everybody rocking, now dub, all kind of thing. Confuse children. Introduce Caribbean rhythm from an early age. Hold the baby like this. Put the baby in your arms and use Caribbean rhythm. Say things like, hush little baby, sleep, sleep, sleep. Daddy want to sleep, sleep, sleep. Mommy want to sleep, sleep, sleep. Hush little baby, sleep, sleep, sleep. The baby will vomit. But never mind that. Parenting is not an easy thing. Take a little bit of vomit, that's all right. What you do now is increase the rhythm and add some violence. Get the baby accustomed to violence from an early age. So it's not a hush little baby, sleep, sleep, sleep. Your mother wants to sleep, sleep, sleep. The baby will close one eye, but he's still peeping at you. Grows up to be a priest or a bishop or them kind of people, one eye and looking all the time. That's when you increase the speed, increase the violence, and introduce the police. Get the baby accustomed to authority at an early age. Hold the baby like this. Do your hands like this. Increase the rhythm, increase the violence, and mention the police force. Hush little baby, sleep, sleep, sleep. The police want to sleep, sleep, sleep. The baby sleeping like a top. That's why today we have so many sleeping policemen all over Trinidad. And finally, when it comes to sparing the rod or spoiling the child, beat them. Introduce discipline in the home at an early age. Let the children know who's in charge of the house, either the parents or the children. Beat them. Be fair, be gentle, but beat them. Discipline. Start at 3 months old. Don't do that. 3 years. Don't do that. 9 years. Don't do. 16 years. Don't do. Beat the baby till the baby get up and he cuff you down. That is when you know you have a man in the house. And it's time for our next baby. Thank you very much. Good night. Have a water break in cricket. That's the water break there. People always come and ask me, Paul Keynes, how come you write so much about cricket? You used to play cricket when you were a boy, where I look at them and laugh. because I never used to like cricket at all, at all, at all. Even I don't know why I write so much about cricket, because as a boy I never liked cricket. It's only when I grow up and I get old and things, I begin to take real interest in the game. And mostly because of the language, you know, fine leg, gully, slips, hang all the bat, you know. Cricket is like agriculture, you know, you have agricultural shots, you have sweep, you have cut, you have hook. It's a beautiful thing when it comes to language. But I never used to like cricket until I went to school. You see, in my day at school, you had to play games. Whether you're bossy back, 1 foot, no teeth, big bamsy, you had to play games. So when I go in there, I ask them if they have a marbles team. They tell me marbles, catchers, and searchy pack do not count as games. It's cricket, football, and athletics. I had to make a choice. But boy, let me tell you, you have to understand, at that time, I was about 12 years old, about 4.5 foot tall, weighing about 50 pounds. And I look like a half-ripe Lakatan banana. You also have to understand that in those days, they never kick you out of school when you fail exam. You're allowed to take it over and over and over and over till you pass. So my school had one set of hard-back old men with beard all down to their toe, who failed in exam since they're born and wouldn't leave school. You know them, like they take up residence in the school, they're old. And it's them playing football and cricket and running sports. And it's them I have to go and compete against. Well, boy, let me tell you something. I go and try out for athletics. Well, let me tell you, in those days, they never used to groom you, no coach. They bring you on the field and tell you, run. If you run fast, you get picked. Bat. If you bat good, you get picked. Kick. You kick good, you get picked. Otherwise, you stay behind the goal and collect ball when it pass. You know? So that's why you see West Indians play such natural cricket. You have to be naturally good to get picked. Nobody ever coach you. So I decided going for athletics. Boy, when it came to Lyman Spoon, wheelbarrow, bag race, I was great. But 220, 440, 100 yards was horrors. I run with all these old men with long beard, and they have on spikes. You ever get juked with the spikes in your foot yet? Was real horrors. Half that I running to escape from them, me running to win, was to escape from getting juked with spikes. I said, this thing too dangerous. Let me try football. But I like football not because of the game, because of the jersey. In those days, only the team was allowed to wear the school colors. You couldn't go and put on no school jersey like they have now walking about the road in the colors. You had to be a member of the team. So I wanted that jersey so bad, boy. I want to play football. I tried. Now, football is a most unreasonable game. 11 hard-back men running up and down, up and down, up and down behind one stupid ball. No rest whatsoever. You can't rest at all. And men kicking you and stamping you, kicking you down, knocking you down, doing all kind of things to your physiognomy. And you can't say nothing. And they're allowed to tackle you. Once you tackle him, next thing are big brogues in your back. They didn't have football boots in those days. It was brogues, hard leather shoes with pegs like skates underneath. I say football is a nasty, dangerous game. And the hard part, the jersey, when rainfall is still playing, you can't shelter. The nice, clean football jersey, mud. I say football is not for me. Let me try the gentleman's game, cricket. Now that is a game for gentlemen. Just like football, same 11 men, but half the time you're relaxing under the trees. You know, drinking coffee and snow cone, eating roast corn, hamburger and thing, having a nice time. Then you go on, you swing your bat, make a duck, and you're back under the trees again. I walk out there, boy, pad up to my chest, big bat by here, cap pulled down. I look like an ice cream can with a cap. And I walk out, and I take up forward defensive, foot straight down the wicket, bat and pad close together, head down, chin up. You know how hard it is to keep your head down and your chin up? And the bowler in the eye. The bowler cocky eye coming down and be so. The captain say, you're looking good, but do that after the ball, not before. Let me take you on, boy. I get ready again. First ball coming up, I do so. Forward defensive close, man, I ain't seen nothing yet. I feel the breeze when the ball pass. By the time I open my eye, I see them pelting the ball back up. They say, keep your eye on the ball. Eye on the ball? My eye was on the bat. That was the heaviest piece of wood I ever held in my hand in my life. Second ball coming up, I say, hitting them back for defensive. I step back, up, head down, everything ready. Keep your eye on the ball. Eye on the ball? My eye on the bat, trying to keep it there from getting liquid. But the ball had its eye on me. The ball hit the bat flap, knock off the shades. I had on shades. In those days, you wear shades. You couldn't bat, but you had to put on shades. $1.25 for shades in those days. Black. Fellas say you don't have to close your eye. The shades so black, keep your eye open, you can't see anyway. When the third ball coming up, I said, I'm going to hit this ball, even if it kills me dead today, I'm going to hit the ball. And the man bowled one ball. I open my eye and I swing the bat. They tell me I make history. I should be in the Guinness Book of Records. I get catched by 3 men at the same time. Wicketkeeper catch the ball. Man slips catch me hat. Umpire catch the bat. At that point, I seriously begin to consider football one more time. But what saved me, I like the field, because you used to put me on long on. Now long on's a lovely place. Nothing down there. You could talk to people, enjoy the scenery, have a good time. Cricket going on up there, but nobody can hit the ball that far anyway. So I love long on. My whole cricket was spent in long on, having a conversation, signing autographs, making good friends. Cricket going on, there is a different thing happening up there. Until one day, boy, I on long on enjoying my life, having a good time, participating to the best of my ability. Anybody will catch it? Some stupid fool hit the ball down towards long on, straight towards me. And he hit it hard. You ever see a cricket ball coming towards you at 100 miles an hour? It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You ever get lashed with a cricket ball yet? I said, this is one cricket ball getting dropped. But the captain inspired me, man. He said, if you drop that ball, I'll break your foot. Well, boy, I close my eye and I do so. I hear boop. Talk about pain. My mouth open in shock. I couldn't say a word. My little finger bend back and touch my thumb. Fingernail take off on holiday. People say that's the greatest chess you ever see. Men asking for autograph. I asking for ice. Well, to cut a long story short, on the basis of that brilliant catch, I get picked to play the first match. It was a total disaster. After I catch that ball, they tell me I was greater than Gary Sobers. I have potential. I could make the West Indies cricket team in about 2 more years. I was the greatest thing they ever see on the field. After this match, I bowled 1 over, 6 sixes, I hit me 36. I make duck, and I drop 5 catch, not 1, 5. They tell me I'm the worst cricketer God ever put on the face of the earth. Go back, Grenada. They tell me join convent, take up netball. I am the worst thing they ever see. I was sell out the match. The same men who tell me I was greater than Gary Sobers. That is when I decide to take early retirement from cricket and take up the safest position on the field, commentator. They say cricket is a game of shifting fortunes and glorious uncertainties. But there's one damn certainty. I know for sure. This is one man. You ain't gonna catch up there getting lashed with ball.